Yeah.
I got this weird rash right here on my thigh.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to episode 11 of the Vecna Eve of Ruin campaign playthrough on J&J Tabletop. I'm Joshua Tabletop, and I will be your dungeon master this evening. And with me, as always, is our wonderful group of adventurers. We have Michael. You can find him at Mr. Yoda _I_am. We have Lee. You can find him at thiscrits, youtube.com/@thiscrits. And we have Jake at JnJake _. You can also find him here.
That's true.
That's true.
You speak the truth.
It's true. True. If you want to catch up on past episodes, if you just decided, hey, episode 11, I see a 1, that maybe it's episode 1. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not. This is the one with 2 1s.
It means it's twice as good.
All I'm going to say is you don't need to worry about catching up. This is where it's at right here.
Jacob, why don't you tell people what we do here on J&J, what they could find?
Here at J&J Tabletop, we're trying to help you get the most out of your games by helping you unlock what works best for you at your table. Whether you're a dungeon master or a player, or even play other systems, we'll help you take your experiences to the next level. Subscribe today and get even more out of your games.
And we promise that was not AI JnJake. That was the actual JnJake.
Hello. I am one of the J&J voices.
Wait, check his hands. Check his hands. yeah, good.
Why do you have 3 thumbs?
If he looks like the Arbiter from Halo, it's AI generated Jake. I think that's what he was called, the Arbiter, right? I don't know. One of the Covenant dudes.
I don't know.
Never
Did you
played
not
Halo.
play
I was a
Halo?
Nintendo boy.
No, I was always a PlayStation
What do you
guy.
mean I was a Nintendo boy? Were you playing like GameCube and Wii? When
I can
everybody
picture it
was-
now. Lee
No,
wearing his fedora while playing.
Oh, actually, Smash Bros. Is my favorite game.
What?
There's a lot.
Okay. Wow. Okay, that's a great.
It's always great when I'm locked in my room.
I like to main Ness because I'm a really big fan of Earthbound.
Wow, that is a fantastic Smosh impression. Okay, I love it. Yeah.
Did we just decide that Lee is chosen? Is that what just happened? Jake doesn't know what that means, I think. But,
Many ways.
but Lee told me that he did by saying Smosh impression.
What? Oh my god.
Wow.
It was spot on.
It really was. It really was.
Well then, now that we have all that out of the way, this has been a wild intro so far.
Oh man.
Last episode on Vecna, Eve of Ruin, our characters, I feel like it was honestly mostly a housekeeping episode, and they deserved it after the battle that they had. We saw Milo get dropped multiple times. We saw Milo die momentarily, but he was brought back by Biggus and some divine magic. I think it's divine. It has to be divine, right? It's healing, either that or necromancy if it's bringing you back from the dead. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. What kind of magic is the one that starts with an R and brings you back to life? Anyway.
I just got so triggered from all of those words.
Revivify. So they had licked their wounds. They got ready to get back into battle, and they brought alongside Gertrude, their trusty Cyclops companion. They fought Kararok, the spider dragon, and succeeded. And after they destroyed this spider dragon, they found the first piece, just the tip of the rod of 7 parts. And immediately after finding that, they also found a spider dragon egg, which they brought with them back to the Sigil Sanctum. Tasha was stoked when she found out they had this. And there's now a section of the library that has like some sort of darkness spell cast there, as well as web, as she appears to be incubating the spider dragon egg. We'll see what comes of that. Characters had also got some items identified, some other housekeeping fun stuff, conversations, some frustrations between Aradel and Biggus's decision to shatter a prisoner, an evil prisoner, mind you. But all of that aside, they know that their mission is important. They need to stop Vecna, and to do that, they need to find the second piece of the Rod of Seven Parts, which led them to the Astral Sea. They had gone through the portal, start swimming around in this sea, which Biggus soon found out had no water. They thought that they couldn't breathe in there because of some bad information. Practical joke, who knows? They fought some space anglerfish, and then they descended down to the body of some sort of massive colossus beast that is dying, or dead. And sort of intertwined with that is this broken ship. I almost said what the ship is called, but we don't necessarily know that yet, except for the fact that the top right of the map says Lambent Zenith. As our characters descend to the deck of the ship, you could bring up the map as you land, and let's go with Milo. What does Milo think about all of this?
Milo is very much in observe and just like information collecting mode. He really would like to know how this ship seems to be stuck in something massive and living. I think his instinct is to even want to be able to try and help the living creature if it is still alive. He also knows that's probably might not be wise, but he's just curious. He's a wizard. He's a scientist. He's, this is what he wants. He wants to know things. But yeah, I mean, he's fascinated by just so many new things going on that I think it's a little easier for him to compartmentalize the grandeur of what they're trying to accomplish with stopping Vecna. And yeah, I think that's kind of where his mindset is at this point.
Cool. And with your alert and astute observations, roll me a perception check.
Alrighty. That is a 19.
Yeah. With a 19, you see they're not like right on the same page as you. There are two Githyanki armored creatures that appear to be kind of guarding this area and patrolling. I haven't seen you yet.
Okay. Milo would definitely point them out to Biggus and Aradel. So they're not on the deck, but they're just kind of like circling around.
Right at the bottom of those stairs, it looks like they're going to be kind of making the curve and going back up the stairs very soon.
Just so I make sure I understand what you're talking about. You're talking about like these things?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're where it says down, and they're traveling down, and then to the left up the stairs.
Okay.
Yeah,
Milo just points that out. Do we want to try and talk to them? I feel like Milo would probably just know of Githyanki, but not really anything else.
Would we think that they were patrolling or just walking?
The vibe you got was patrol. I mean, they look like they have their guard up.
They did appear to be armored.
What do we do? I mean, all right, I'm walking up to him.
All right,
Hands up, walking up. No one's deciding, so I'm just doing it unless someone's telling me what to do.
I heard Biggus say wait.
Okay, then what am I waiting for?
Go for it.
You were all looking at me, so you're all just blank staring. So that's what I'm
Do
doing.
it.
I'm walking up, hands up. Well, I guess no, I'm not doing that actually. I'm walking up though, with swords in hand because I can't let go of them.
That's right. The
Yeah, it's
lightning
very
is active.
different. It's very differently.
I know that's why I said, oh wait a minute, I can't do that.
I'm walking out, hands up. Well,
Well, wait a minute, no. I can't
armed
do
and
that.
with my
So,
swords pointing at
So what
them.
you're telling me is walking at them with both swords up like this.
Come on, use your brain. No, I'm not doing that. I'm just.
Doing like a flourish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're doing the Obi-Wan, but you have another sword in the far end.
Yeah.
You are the party face, though, so if you go for this, I support you. This is going to end badly, but I support you.
Look, I'm not. Whatever. We're gonna end in a fight. We all know it. Anyway, I can't put my swords away. I'm just gonna hold them in a neutral, not a neutral, but just like a down at my sides position.
Okay. What do you say anything, or do you just walk up?
I'm not gonna walk up to them so much as I'm going to just like make it apparent. We're not trying to hide, more than anything. You know, just kind of wait for them to notice us, and then I guess I'll mental in one of their heads. We fell here. We mean no harm.
You see, like, as they start moving up the stairs, one of them's got a great sword in two hands that it's lifting. The other one has a sword and a shield, and they start like moving towards you when they see the three of you there, especially with your swords out.
Yup.
And they hear you say, "We mean no harm," or I suppose one of them hears you say that.
They understand it, regardless, I think.
Yeah, no, you might have heard me just say, "No, F that, they speak common." And that's because this adventure has some very stupid oversights, and I would guess that many of these adventures do, where it just gives you creatures and thoughts that those creatures have, and many of them don't speak common.
Well, either way, they can understand it, and we can speak regardless of if
Well,
they
these
speak
ones
anything.
speak common because I think that's freaking stupid.
Perfect. Okay. Well, awkward. I said it in Elvish, so like.
You just saw the pointy ears and assumed. Oof.
Wow.
It's a bad look, Aradel. All right. So, which one did you say?
The
that
only
to?
variance was the greatsword versus the shield one, right? I'd probably do the one with the greatsword.
Okay. It's taking like a step towards you and stops, and like all the momentum kind of like gets put on pause. It takes more of a defensive stance, and just says, "Well, what business do you have here? And why, if you come in peace, do you show up on our ship, swords out?"
Funny story about that. So we just teleport gone wrong, appeared here in Astral Sea, and this was the only only mass near us that we could fall upon or rest upon, I suppose.
Question.
Yes.
Teleport gone wrong. Does Aradel believe that?
No, I'm not. I don't want to tell them because I don't know why they're here.
Okay. So yeah,
Your
I'm gonna have
nose
you
grows slightly as you see.
Oh man, well done, Jake. Your nose grows slightly. Dark Urge. No. Yeah, roll deception then.
Oh, that's a 22.
Ooh. Yeah. Bad insight anyway. It was a 7 on the insight. Actually, yeah, 7 on the insight. So it will kind of like relax a little bit, nod to the other one. The other one relaxes a little bit too. And it will just say, There seems to be a lot of teleports gone wrong, too. You're not the only ones who have ended up here. Even ourselves, we teleported this way and crashed into this great beast.
Oh, so this is your ship?
This is. Welcome to the Lambent Zenith.
Lambent Zenith. Well, thank you. So not to be a bother, but how long have you been stuck here?
This has to be a few months now.
What?
Oh dear.
Oh,
Is there anything we could do to help?
Well, if a bad teleport got you here too, then I'd say you're stranded with us.
I just meant more any kind of gestures to the ship and the beast. What creature is this?
Well, I don't know exactly the creature it is. I know that it's... Well, we were traveling this way, sort of hopping across the multiverse, trying to help people, and our mission came to an end when we collided with this body of a dying god, some sort of chaotic creature, if I had to say, if I had to guess.
Don't like that. Are there any others of you, or is it just you two? Do you have a larger crew here, or?
Yes, there are others. Some of them we've been separated from. They're traveling between the broken pieces of the ship has proved dangerous.
In what sense of the word?
The terrors of the astral sea. But the areas beyond the wreck and our pieces here they're teeming with hungry astral predators. It's not worth the risk of traveling between the segments. Also been recently plagued by attacks from cloakers and other sorts of beasts, aberrations.
So are you aware of if there are any other survivors across the other segments of your ship? Or have you been on this segment for months by yourselves?
We've been on this segment for months. It's not just the two of us. There are others.
Oh.
Just want to ask a quick question. So when we kind of flew over here, do we get the sense that we could just like think to fly off the deck too?
Yeah.
Okay. And just so I can make sure I understand, they're saying it's just dangerous, like the anglers we just fought, and traveling from one side to another would be.
Yeah, those and other potential beasts.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
the next piece is probably it's gonna be maybe 200 to 300 feet away, something like that. So for Milo and Biggus, you'll get there in 18 seconds, right?
I did prepare Dimension Door. Well, that too, but that's an interesting.
I will. Can I insight check them saying that they were finishing a mission and that they just kind of happened to be here?
Yeah, of course.
Like, I just want to see if they're actually. That's a 23.
You have no reason to believe that they're lying to you
Okay.
right now.
What do I know, or what do we know, I guess, about these creatures?
It's a good question.
About
About the gift, yeah.
Oh. I guess roll history.
Oof, that's not a good roll for me.
I got a 22.
I got a 14.
I finally got a good knowledge check roll.
I know, right?
I mean, I'll take the 12. Just to have a plus 10. Because Eyes is smart.
Did Biggus roll too? Okay.
No.
You can if you want to, but you don't have to.
No.
All right. Did Milo look at the book at all that you found in that place? Was it Evernight?
Yeah. I think
Everdeath?
you would naturally be curious, and I think it's very believable either way with the extra day they had yesterday. I could roll for it if you want, but if maybe the 22 means I did, I don't know.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, but I don't want to put words in your mouth. So in skimming through the book on the plains that you had found recently, you actually just read about these people, the Githyanki. They were once members of a people who escaped servitude to mind flayers. They split from their cousins, Githzerai, and fled to the astral plane. And in that timeless silvery realm, Githyanki honed their psionic powers. They built a great city. They've since spread throughout the multiverse. They have outposts all over the astral plane. They call them creches. And then time does pass in those places so that their children can reach adulthood. Because as you know, time works differently here.
Right.
But yeah, I'd say that's what you know about them.
I'm gonna mental to maybe I should. Yeah, I'll mental to, I guess, Milo. And then I'll do both of them, and I'll say, how upfront do we want to be with these guys? Because if we're going to be snooping around on their ships, pieces of ship, they're probably going to be curious. And I'll just back and forth that to both of you guys while trying to small talk with them just about this stuff and whatever.
Yeah. I think Milo thinks if they are actually here by accident, I don't think they'll care.
Okay. Then I'm gonna ask them that if we're trying to, well, we're not trying to. I'm gonna say I guess since we're here, we're gonna look around. I suppose we're likely going to be traversing the areas between your wreckages, regardless of the dangers. So if you would like, well, I bring this up and say, if you would like to come to see if there are any survivors on the other segments, this may be your opportunity to do so.
If you want to go there and get killed by aberrations, you're more than welcome to. We'll stay here where it's safer and where we can protect the rest of the crew that is here. There are those that are sick. The ask that I do have for you is if you find others of our crew, let them know that we're here.
You have sick among you?
The first mate, Figaro, he's been acting kind of crazy, and he won't leave his quarters.
Oh.
I am a doctor, and I have been able to treat some people in the past. I would be willing to look if you would permit it.
Well, I don't know if he'll let you in, but you'll have to talk with Ilren about that. I don't really know much about him, but he's been kind of running things ever since Figaro got sick. There's been quite a few others that have crashed into our same sort of area. Been shipwrecked over here too.
When did Figaro begin getting sick?
I don't know.
Was it before or after you crashed?
Oh, it was after. Definitely.
All right. Well, I guess we can go talk with whoever's in charge, I suppose, if that's all right. Can you show us or introduce us?
Yeah, come on down. Just cause any trouble, we're gonna have to kill you.
Likewise.
Well,
We're protecting these people.
Milo just says likewise, but in a very matter of fact, and he kind of just looks at them.
They
Aradel's like,
kind of smile at that.
I do understand.
Biggus is just holding Bunkus on his shoulder.
I appreciate not just straight up jumping to attacking, though. That's very much appreciated. I say, swinging my swords around in the air because I don't know what to do with my hands.
You really would prefer you put your swords away.
Yeah. See, here's the thing about that. I can't. If I put them away, they're effectively useless on the journey to the next segment. Long story. I will stay 20 feet back. I promise.
If you want to stay here, I could go by myself, or maybe Gus if you want to come with me.
That's fine by me too.
Just, I mean, as the DM, you're not forced to stay up here, but they definitely feel uncomfortable about you walking around with swords out.
Oh, I don't give a shit about a fake person's feelings. I don't give a shit about your feelings.
Okay.
Wow. If they didn't voice that, Milo wouldn't either.
Yeah, I mean, I would willingly say, like, I will gladly stay far enough back to a point where you're comfortable, but I will not put my swords away.
Yeah, they just look at you like kind of more wary. But yeah, you can.
What can you do?
What can you do exactly? All right. So if you walk down, you're
down the stairs
over this way. This is what I mean by I hate this map. There's other creatures here, and look at how much room there is right now.
Lot of room.
So it is tight.
He's pretty close to stabbing distance from me. He better be careful.
You're pretty close to stab distance from them. All right. So they bring you down, and there's a large GIF. For those who don't know, it's like a big like hippo person, essentially.
The GIF and the GIF.
Yep.
What naming?
You could call it the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, that's just magnificent.
But this creature, he is very big and walks up to you with his large. I mean, he's dressed like a red coat. It is that style of uniform and dress shoes with a vest, the nice jacket with all those buttons on them. That's how you know it's fancy. There's a big medal. He's got a old school like captain's helmet and a cutlass at his hip, a gold earring on his hippo ear. Walks up and says, "Oh, hello there. I'm Ilrin."
Oh boy. Oh.
And he'll put his hand out to shake.
Yeah. I think because I know Aradel has his hands full, Milo will step forward and shake his hand.
Make a strength check or save.
Okay. That's a 17, actually.
17.
I rolled a 15.
Very firm grip. But you're able to he squeezes you for a second and you could tell almost like he held back just a tiny bit because he's so much bigger than you. But then you kind of match his energy and you're fine.
And then he deals damage to show you he's strong now. He's like, oh, really?
And then he gets oiled up for some reason with his shirt off. Crazy.
Yes. Hello, Ilrin. My name is Milo, and this is Biggus and Aradel, and I was told you have sick among you, and I thought maybe I could help.
Oh. Well, yes, we have the first mate, Figaro. Been... Well, he was just acting crazy, and then he locked himself up in his quarters. Won't let anyone in.
Do you know why he has done this?
Perhaps not to hurt anyone in his madness. I who could say?
Have you or someone else asked him?
He just raves.
I see.
Is it like techno or dubstep?
I pressed to digitate some.
My father is crazy. He was raving.
Would you permit me to at least go to the door and see if I can determine something?
He'll look to the two Gith and just say, Lyson, Zastra, you trust these creatures? We believe they came in peace. I don't know why this one won't put his swords away, but
I explained it.
hasn't tried to do anything with him yet.
You do know why I explained it, but it's okay.
I don't know. He was talking about it like it was a video game. But Ilrun will say, well, yes, I suppose you can go try to speak to him, but I don't think he'll let you in.
Could I just ask a question? If you're in charge, or correct, you're in charge in the meantime while he is indisposed, I suppose?
Well, reluctantly until Figaro starts feeling more himself and lets himself out, I've decided to lead this group, yes.
And how long has he been like this?
Perhaps a month.
I don't mean to be rude, but if he's been like this for a month, and you've been here for 2 months, forgive me for saying this, but I feel like maybe someone should attempt to do something for him rather than just leave him to his own devices, locked in a room for so long. Do you think that would be prudent, or would you rather just leave him to his own devices?
Well, I don't act here as a fiduciary. I think each man's got his own right to help or hurt himself.
Does this ship not have a doctor?
None that I know of. There was I heard that there was someone, but if they're still alive, they were on one of the other ships, one of the other pieces.
How long do you have of supplies? How long could you stay here before?
No hunger. No. There's no issue with that.
There's no issue with this at all?
No issue with that at all.
So they just sit here. Okay.
Imagine that.
Yeah. Well, perhaps I can help. There's no harm in taking a look, right?
You're welcome to try.
All right. Please take me to him.
Yeah, so one of the Gith, perhaps I should send you a little picture of a Gith. They got cool outfits too. One of them will kind of motion for you to follow, and if
I'll
only
follow.
Copperkettle there, they will start kind of walking you forward. Okay, and they take you through another staircase, brings you to the companionway. The forward end of this hallway, it's buried into the dead or dying god's flesh. Stern end holds 2 doors and 2 stairways leading up, and another door on the port side bears a gilded plaque that reads stateroom. We reveal some more of this map for you.
And so we just came down here to level 3?
Yep. And they will just kind of point to you. Well, there's his room. Right over there.
I think Milo just knocks on the door, like dunk, dunk, dunk.
You get no answer.
He just looks at the Gith, just a visual, like if he says like, just kind of looking at him real quick, like, is that weird or normal?
They he just kind of shrugs back at you.
Yeah.
Like, it's to be expected.
Hello? Figaro?
I've already told you to leave me alone.
Well, you and I have never met, actually.
Well, then I've
I heard
already
you
told
were-
the others to leave me alone.
Why have you locked yourself in here?
Matters not why I locked myself in here. I'm in here and you're out there, and that's how it will remain.
Why? Are you afraid of something?
It doesn't answer.
I think Milo just looks at Biggus at that point and kind of is like, kind of shrugs, like he doesn't. I don't want to push this too hard, but I just thought maybe I
No,
could
you
help.
should push it hard.
You want me to push it real good,
I think you
Aradel?
should push it real hard. I think you should push it real hard. It happened a month after this, in a place where your mind has power over your physical movement. I don't know. And apparently we crashed into a dying old god. I feel like we should push it harder.
Are we saying this out loud?
No, this is
Okay.
this is
Yeah.
us. This is out of character, but at the same
I
time,
mean, well,
I guess.
I mean,
if
I think
were
I did
saying
say
it-
that out loud to Biggus. So if you if you want to have a private thing, you could do your telepathy.
I mean, if you said it out loud to Biggus, I would say it's too convenient. We should really push this. If not for anything else, it's for the safety of the other people here, correct?
When Aradel says that, what are the gifts? Like, how do they?
was that telepathic, or is he saying
No,
it
that
out?
was out loud in response because he responded to Biggus, or said something to Biggus.
So
Okay.
the Gith guard is Lisan is the one that's out right now. We'll just kind of say, look, you're welcome to speak to him as much as you want. Like I said, we've had some attacks, so I gotta get back to the deck, but just don't cause any trouble. Remember what I said.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, I think that's free reign to do what we to out of character. I think
And they
that's the
left?
blessing we
Okay.
needed. Yeah.
I mean, that blessing sounds like if he attacks us, that's us causing a problem, which means that the rest of the people will attack us. Is what that sounds like to me.
I mean, we can also just leave this as it is and just go to the next ship. Totally up to you all.
But I really want to open the door.
I really want to find out why he's sick, or what's up with him.
I take it the door is locked.
If you try the door, it's locked.
Does it? Okay, I guess. I'm gonna try. I want to pick the lock.
Sure. Yeah.
While he's doing that,
Milo puts his hand on your hand before. It's just like, well, hold on a second. What
Yeah.
do we really expect to gain from this?
Some
If you're so
possible-
concerned about them attacking us because he might attack us, this is a pretty significant decision.
I will just yell out into the room or at the room, so what's his name hears me and says, "You've been here for 2 months. Do you plan to remain here for a long period of time? Your crew are just meandering, waiting to be told what to do."
Oh, great. Another new voice.
Yes.
It's safer for everyone with me in here and them out there. There's nothing good that I would be able to do for them.
Why is it safer for you to be in there and for us to be out here?
Safer
Who
for
are you
whom?
that demands me answer your questions?
Well, I'm an unfortunate traveler who ended up here similar to your circumstances.
Then we are one and the same. Leave me alone.
Me?
Well, if we're one and the same, maybe we should work together.
I'm biggest Broodfist. Who are you?
Oh, good, another new voice.
Hold on a moment. Safer for whom? You or the crew, if you're in there?
All of the above.
Why is it safer for you? Please help us understand.
Roll persuasion.
Okay. That's an 18.
The aberrations and Tavak, they plague my mind. But in here, I've been safe.
This Havak, is this the big creature you crashed into?
Yes.
Someone else?
A dying
Yes.
god.
Oh. Do I know anything about Havak?
You could roll religion with disadvantage.
Okay.
Well, this is out of our pay grade, guys. None of us are healers.
25. I am. 25. I got an 18 and a 15. Plus 10.
25 with
Oh.
disadvantage.
Do you have
Yeah.
restoration spells?
I have both of them.
Really? I didn't realize you had both.
Oh, I'm not just a healing word, dude.
This is why advantage, disadvantage is not the best mechanic.
I mean, if the DC is just too high for me, I understand. I just figured I'd ask.
No. You would know. You wouldn't really know anything about it. You know the name is tied to some sort of god of chaos. But as far as like details, like worshippers of that or anything, like it's something that you've seen in a book somewhere in your studies, but it's not anything that like no one worships this god or anything anymore.
Okay. And so when you're in there, Havak cannot bother you? Is that... Do you know why?
Again, with the questions, I do not know. I know that I've been okay in here for now, and that is where I shall remain.
Not for nothing, but we are all three very different individuals to your current crew with all different expertises and specialties. The other one is a doctor and a healer of sorts. He's well versed in dealing with things like this. He may be able to assist more so than the others you've encountered here, or the others of your crew.
I have no reason to trust you.
This is true, but here we are.
Here you are. You out there, me in here. The way it shall remain.
Well, if this place is dangerous, for the good of your crew, I feel like something should happen. So we're planning on heading to the other pieces of your ship, or whoever ship this may be, and traversing through the whatever you said it was. So I don't know what your plan is, but that's what we'll be doing. So this may be your last chance for actual assistance from an outside source.
Good riddance.
Jesus Christ.
I think Milo can see the frustration, and he just kind of points his finger up to just be like, okay. And he just kind of moves away from the door, like over here, and then kind of gestures for you guys to come away.
Sure.
You don't think he has one of the pieces of the rod, do you? And maybe that's what's keeping him disturbed?
Well, if he had it, then why would he? He said he's been fine in that room. So
maybe that's
he'd
where
be
it is.
Undisturbed from being in that, from having that. It's a good question, but how do you handle that situation, like, without being upfront about it?
We shall be patient for now, I think. What do you make of this Ilrin?
Did he strike you as odd?
I wonder if he's a ne'er-do-well.
Was he not part of their crew prior to this?
I don't know.
So we have a decision here then, if you think that's a possibility, because we can't get answers to those questions without specifically causing a stir or trouble with these other individuals. So we have two areas of two directions we could head. Personally, it might be smarter to do the upfront asking what's his name in the room. I feel like if we ask questions of the Gith about the GIF,
Yep.
that might raise some flags. And those flags, that is very possible, but I feel like in pursuing that information would stir the pot a bit, and that's kind of what we're trying to avoid.
Milo says there is another option that we may be overlooking. We can cast the commune spell, which lets us ask a divine
That's a commune
proxy a few questions. I'm not saying we should do that now, because there still could be more information to gather before we ask pertinent questions, but...
That's a questioner. How does that work? Because we are currently apparently on the corpse of a dead chaos god, according to your own description. Would that interfere with the spell and then in turn make you go crazy like the man in the room?
There's always a risk.
I feel like
Be like, no.
Well, so it doesn't sound like he's going anywhere.
Correct.
So why don't we explore the other parts of the ship?
That's what I'm thinking as well.
You mean the other segments?
Yes.
Mainly because if we go do that now, we, according to the rest of them, would be pushed to use our resources and our spell slots and other things. And we may not have a chance to come back here in a capacity that would be useful or helpful. It might be worth thinking about or considering the breach, clear, move on kind of scenario. Because coming back here is just going to be double the amount of resources as us going to the next place. If we want to come back here. Double the gas mileage.
I mean, it's just floating over there.
Yeah, but out of character. Yeah, but they made it sound like it's a lot more dangerous than just floating over there. So I'm assuming it's not just floating over there.
So Josh, you said there's 200 to 300 feet between segments?
Mm-hmm.
For you, it's floating over there. It's a good minute or two for me.
Just, okay, so your intelligence is 10, so you have half the speed?
I got 50 compared to your hundreds. Yeah, I'm half the speed of you.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
He made it specifically very, I think, overtly stated it is dangerous to travel between segments, which makes me think that, you know, I don't know if going there or coming back would be more dangerous than just whatever, but that's something to consider either way. So
it is a resource, but I could bring one of you with me instantaneously.
But then we'd still have one traversing, which is arguably more dangerous.
Yeah, that's true. Just talking about our options.
Yeah.
Well, what do you propose? You want to break down the door and?
No, I propose being upfront about it. Ask questions about the actual purpose of why we're here. See if it intrigues him a little bit at all, and if not, then maybe we do move forward. But
I'd like to learn more about why Havak is either dead or dying. Perhaps that's related.
Possibly. And I think we as a group need to decide if we want to be open with what we're doing here, because I wasn't upfront with why we were here initially.
Well, I think if they did genuinely crash here, I don't think they will care if they might want the artifact once they know about it.
Or maybe they have the artifact.
I was wondering that as well.
It could have been on the ship, and that's why we were brought here.
I don't feel like whoever the Gith were lying to me when I asked them or they mentioned their true purpose here. So they may not be in the know, or they might honestly be there, but I assume I don't have any reason to believe that they lied as to their purpose for being here.
Well, but those were grunts.
It's true, but if they don't know their actual purpose for being here, then the only danger would be speaking to this one. If you're worried about the GIF, then maybe don't say anything to the GIF. But
I'm not worried about him. I just wonder. I think the madness that could set in from casting commune is if it's used multiple times per day.
Then can you know who will respond?
What are we gonna ask?
Well, that's a very important thing, Biggus. And if it has to do with my faith, it would be either Eldath, Agma, or Azuth.
But do you know who will respond, or is there a chance anyone will respond?
Look that up. I think it's your deity. Yeah, you contact your deity or a divine proxy.
Okay. Well, if you want to do that, but just be aware of the risks. Even still, if that's what direction we're heading in, then we should.
I don't know if we're gonna get any real answers from yes or no for the questions we need.
Oh. We ask if what we seek is in that room. That would probably be no, but you know, that's what I'm saying. We need to know exactly what we're asking before we pursue that path. Just a thought.
So
That's
I
all.
do have something worth bringing up here. As I keep thinking back to this havoc. From my understanding, the gods, the dying gods that end up here are either here because they were forgotten or because they were slain by more powerful entities.
Oh.
If I can't remember his name, the one in the room. He's aware of Figaro. If Figaro,
He's a bard.
he's being spoken. He was being spoken to by Havoc, or he
Seems
was
as if
assaulting
he
his
might
mind.
have been his. Yes, it sounded like being in the room prevents that somehow.
I kind of like your theory of maybe the rod or some magical thing in that room is preventing, or maybe the room is sealed. Maybe he's some sort of magician who does.
I think there's some kind of lead lining or some kind of magically
Yeah, it is multiple
blocking
avenues.
material.
But if that's the case, why is it not affecting the others?
How about this? Maybe we could say tell him we're going to leave and ask if there's anything we can do for him. I'll probably just say leave him alone, but I think if we can, it just trails off there on that thought.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, we can go ask the gift more questions, I suppose. But I feel like the decision is just no decision at this point.
Unless
I
there's
feel
other
like we need
questions
to
to
make a
ask.
decision. Yeah.
Well, what else could we ask him? What do you think, Gus?
I don't even know.
I'd be hesitant to open the door. If he's cursed in some fashion, I don't have the ability to break one of those, but I do have some pretty powerful curative magics at my disposal.
So, why are we hesitant to bring up the rod?
I think we could do that. If they didn't know about it, it might cause them to want it.
Okay. Well,
And if he has it, he may realize that's what's protecting him.
which is what I think the value of potentially bringing it up would be, because the way I look at it,
You think he would tell us if it was protecting him?
I think we may be able to insight something based upon how he responds.
Why don't we find out? Try and find a little bit more about what happened when he lost his mind. Perhaps Ilrin
agree.
would know.
I agree.
Here at J&J Tabletop, we're trying to help you get the most out of your games by helping you unlock what works best for you at your table. Whether you're a player or dungeon master, or even play other systems, we'll help you take your experiences to the next level. Subscribe today and get even more out of your games. Our very own Lee, who plays Aradel Brightmaw, also created our intro video, scaled Mount Kilimanjaro, and is as Irish as they come. He also has his YouTube channel dedicated entirely to making D&D fun again. Highly imitated, never duplicated. You will laugh, learn, and enjoy his content, so head to youtube.com/@thiscrits and subscribe today. Our character art was created by Kaya from FablewoodGoods.com. Fablewood Goods is an immersive fantasy business for authors, books, and brands. Explore the Fablewoods' unique lore through seasonal shop updates filled with enchanted forests, dragons, and fae, or bring the magic to life with custom merch and illustration for your own worlds and whimsies. Our graphic overlays were created by our very own Jake at TTRPGoverlay.com. TTRPGoverlay.com is the premier resource for quality D&D and TTRPG actual play graphic overlays. Our overlay packs, like this one, the Lich King, are designed to be simple and enhance your content, which in our opinion is you. Stop by today and check out what we've got, including some free examples. Remember, you and your content are special. Our products help everyone see that. We appreciate every kind of support that J&J Tabletop gets. Watching and sharing our videos will always be the primary way you can do that. However, if you enjoy our content, please consider joining our channel as a member. It's a direct way to let us know you believe in what we are doing, and it helps us improve our content. We will be adding to the list of perks we offer as we get ideas, so check back regularly to see what's new.
Don't forget to smash that like button.
You've had some discussions on what's next. What are we feeling?
We're finding people.
Yeah, I'm thinking let's go talk to Ilrin again. You guys?
Yeah.
I guess we'll go back up the steps and see if Ilrin is up on level 2.
Alrighty.
Hello, my name is Milo.
I'm very nice.
I think you
Gang in the castle. Gang in the castle.
we be friends.
Look
Yes,
at me.
that's
I
right.
have a chair.
Is he still on level 2?
He is not in the same room. He's not in that open space.
I think Milo. I think Milo would.
The Githar.
Oh, okay. It's the same 2 that we met previously.
Mm-hmm.
Where are the rest of the crew here? Could we speak to Ilrin again?
Yeah, I'm sure you could speak to him again. He might be in the mess hall or the pantry. One of those.
May we?
two
And he gestures to the door. Is it that way?
Be right ahead. Yeah, go right ahead. Just like I said. Don't
cause trouble. Got it.
Yeah. This guy gets it.
Yep. I'm a very nice guy.
Yeah, I'd say let's just open the door and.
Yeah, just go. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you go into Z4? Oh gosh, I forgot. It doesn't show the things. Okay.
I'd say right here first and see what happens.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ah.
It appears to be a hallway of sorts, but they did tell you that the galley in the pantry is at the end of this room, and then the mess hall is to the south. To the north, they said there's probably some people sleeping. That's the crew quarters.
All right, I think the first door is here, so he would just open that door.
Yeah, just go. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you find him there, and Ilrin appears to just be like eating some nuts. Got a little glass of wine too.
God, nuts.
Oh well, hello there, gentlemen. Welcome back.
Ah, thank you.
Might I interest you in a fine aged glass of wine?
Oh, none for me right now, thank you.
My hands are full. Oh.
Biggus just stares at him.
Okay. Biggus really likes the bad cop role.
I mean, he's not glaring.
Yeah. Well,
You know, he doesn't
you're
wanna
right.
look
Figaro.
a gift horse in the mouth.
Oh, there it is. You're right, Figaro. He seems intent on staying in there, huh?
No, he does not want to be bothered.
Do you know how long he's been held up in there? And
Believe I
why?
told you.
Like, how did you discover he was? How did you
Last
discover he
time,
was?
about a month ago, he started talking craziness, saying that people are out to get him, that Havoc or Havak coming for him, and didn't trust the other crew members. Boy had lost his mind.
It just seemed to come out of nowhere.
Well, he's been trapped here for about 3 months. Could drive any man crazy.
Did he say anyone in particular was out to get him, or just in general the crew?
Everyone's out to get him. He's out to get himself. I'm out to get him. 2 Gith friends are out to get him. Hell, the boat itself out to get him. Like I said, the boy had lost his mind.
And were you with the crew originally?
No, I wasn't here originally. Came in on a skiff, got pulled down to this creature, same as what happened to the Lambent Zenith.
So how long have you been here?
Perhaps same as what's happened to you as well.
Yeah, how long ago did that happen for you?
Well, I lost count of exactly how long. Maybe 2 months or so. Then, like I said, about a month ago, Figaro done lost his mind, and I had to step in.
You've had no contact with the rest of the Lambent Zenith, or were there no survivors from your skiff?
I was the only survivor from my skiff. Damn thing smashed to pieces. There were a couple of star anglers out there. Ate whatever's left of it.
There's only one now.
Ho ho! We got a couple of badasses certified up here.
Are there any others who are like you or us that just crashed here, or are we?
Well, we've seen some others crash towards the other pieces, and in the in-between, saw one crash directly in the middle. They never stood a chance.
If you don't mind me asking, why were you here on business? Did you just accidentally crash here? Teleport gone wrong, or why were you traveling through here?
Teleport gone wrong. I'm what you call a wanderer. Go through, see what people I could help, see what jobs I could take.
Where's the rest of the crew? Is it just you and the two other Gith?
Well, there's at least a few of them sleeping, passing the time. And you'll probably find Cassera in the, well, they're usually overlooking in the pantry, trying to cook up something.
Perhaps we should check with them.
Why not? Yeah.
Go right ahead.
Thank you for your time, Elrin.
How long do you plan on staying here?
That's a good question. How long you been here?
Biggus actually looks at him and just goes, "You expect we'll be able to leave?"
Well, you seem to have the means and wander freely. My friends Lysan and Zastra say that you were going to go to the other parts of the ship.
Yep.
Should we not?
Like I said, I have no obligation to act as a fiduciary. You are free to help or hurt yourselves however you deem fit.
If we were to contact the other side, would you like us to deliver a message?
That might not mean nothing from me.
Yeah.
But tell them that there are those on the Lambent Zenith who still survive.
Right. Let's go talk with the other one. I can't remember the name of
Sarah.
that one. La Sarah. Yeah.
Hi, Sarah.
Sure.
There was a little bit of a Stanley from The Office kind of seeped in there for a moment.
There was, yeah. It's
I smiled. I was like, "This is."
I'm starting
awesome.
to lose my voice, so like it's kind of been all over the place.
It was boy done lost his mind. I went, "Oh,
yeah.
okay." All right.
I saw you laugh when I said that. Now I know why.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I was going to talk to her then.
Was Biggus going to say something? I know I kind of cut him off.
No, it's fine.
All right. Yeah, I guess let's open the pantry.
Yeah, as you open the pantry, the sound of sizzling and the smell of spices emanate from the gallery. Tall orc woman in black leather armor works busily at a stove. She looks over at you with kind of a curious smile. You see a gold tattoo of a crescent moon surrounds her left eye.
Question.
Oh. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Where did the not having to eat come into play?
Jake said
You can,
that.
I guess, but
they
you
don't
said
have
that to
eat.
me last session, I think.
I don't know that it was that. I think it was you don't have to. I think you're right. I don't know.
I thought there was no hunger or thirst.
Let me see.
If that's wrong, it's wrong.
The air is breathable. But I do
Oh,
not
you're talking
think-
about the Astral Sea?
the Astral Sea.
Okay, I understand what you're saying. Okay.
I don't.
That's
I
a
don't.
thing, right?
I don't know if it says that. It doesn't say it in the section that I thought it would. But
Okay, if I got it wrong, I got
yeah,
it wrong.
no,
fine.
it's lore now. whether
Yeah,
if I send it to you last time or if I didn't, it is truth. So
All right. I'm here for
because
it.
you said that and I was like, yeah, that's right. And then I was like, I'm surprised Lee's questioning it. And then I looked up the section where I got the information from, and I was like, well, I don't see it written there. So that's how it is. They
I don't
can still
actually
eat.
know.
They don't have to.
Okay. So, and was there anything notable about the tattoo? Like, is there a knowledge check or something I should?
No, it's just a moon.
Okay. Okay.
Nothing's just
Make a knowledge check. That's no moon. No.
That's
I
dumb.
think the
That's
wizard
not
came
why.
from there.
Yeah, so Kaisera kind of like looks over, smiles, and then the smile turns to a frown. Frowned. Not another shipwreck.
You get a lot of them, huh?
Well, there was us, Ilrin. We've seen some crash in between, and it didn't go well.
How have you been holding up?
As well as you could. I've been here for 3 months. Where are my manners? I'm Kaisera.
Oh, hi. My name is Milo. Does it look like it would be messy to shake her hand, or?
Yes, but she still puts her hand out to shake your hands.
Milo's eyes go a little big, and then he kind of he shakes it anyway.
He starts sweating. Bullets.
He's like,
eyes darting back and forth.
Your hand is there's a little bit of flour on it, and it's also kind of sticky now.
Oh, that's actually nasty. Oh.
Okay, so you can. If
The
Biggus
two
or
worst
Aradel are
things for
looking
a
at him
sensory
now,
person. It's
his
dry
hand
and
is-
powdery and sticky.
yep. Milo's hand is actively like it's like a noticeable 2 inches off of his away from his side, like his pants, his coat, like
the other one's just like this.
yeah. But he's not gonna cast prestidigitation because in his mind this is better. Anyways,
She frowns as she looks at Aradel. Says,
Oh.
"What are you planning on doing with those?"
Oh my god. I'll be out the front. Bye.
I didn't tell you to leave. I just
Nothing. It's a
Boy,
long story.
that one's really emotional, isn't
I
he?
don't know what. Listen, I'm a great guy. I'm a great guy. It's a long story. We're traveling to the other deck. If I put these down, they're less effective. I'm a nice person. I swear. I'm nice.
Okay.
he is emotional. Well, the shame about your I think he the first mate, Figaro?
It is a shame. I don't know why he has to be alone and secluded. I am worried about him, though. I was worried he couldn't trust anyone on here.
Anyone
How
else
long have you known him?
heard voices?
How long have I known him? 8 years. We've been traveling together on the Lambent Zenith for years. I mean, could be even longer here. I don't know. We kind of just been doing our thing, going on adventures, trying to help people when we can. And then we got trapped here.
Or do you have any understanding as to why he feels he can't trust anyone? Or are those just completely...
If I did know, then I'd do something about it.
I guess that's fair. Not to pry, but we are planning on traversing to the other segments of the ship. That's just who we are and how we do things. But we are reluctant to leave you all in a state with your, forgive me, I would assume your leader of the ship in a state unfit to lead. The others tell us you've been here for 2-3 months now with no guidance on where to proceed after this.
Yeah, I mean, we. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna ask if she had any plans as to the future, as to how to, like, if they're going to just remain here until he magically starts to feel better, or if they're making plans to try to leave.
Right now, I'm just trying to keep everybody safe and keep everybody healthy. You know, we've been here for 3 months. A month ago, you know, a month ago, Figaro starts having trouble. Ilrin shows up, and he's been kind enough to help keep things moving. You know, and keep regular watches. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, not much we can do.
It just seems odd that everyone's content with sitting here doing nothing, hoping that he just gets better.
Oh, wouldn't say I'm content with it. What do you propose? We hold our swords out in front of us and just.
No, I mean, you said you've seen other crashes. I assume the ship is not just the 3 here, the one sleeping. There's others on the other ships, right?
If they're still alive, I hope they are.
Has anyone from this ship tried to go to the other ships?
No, we've seen ships and skiffs crash in the space in between, and just the occupants be ripped apart by these aberrations that live here. Especially with Figaro not healthy. I don't know. It just seems like too big a risk.
And he locked himself in there to protect everyone?
God knows why he locked himself in there. Protect himself, protect everyone else, because he was bored.
He says it's so that Havok does not bother him while he's in there. Do you know what might be preventing that?
It's just a room. He could lock himself in the cupboard if he wants to. Not going to protect him from any dead or dying gods in the area.
What race is Figaro?
You're asking Kaisera?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask. Is he a Gith? Is he an orc? Or, like, what is he? I'm just curious.
Not sure why that matters.
Some races are more in tune with spirits and.
No, I've known him for a long time. I've never noticed myself. No, I'm just kidding. It's she says that.
Yeah, Aradel's the racist to the group. Great, Josh.
She says that he's a tiefling.
Okay, tiefling.
Had he tried to explore a little bit before he went mad or anything like that, or it just happened?
No idea how he went mad. Just a month ago, he was trying to. The whole time we've been stuck here, he's been making sure everyone is making sure morale is up, keeping us occupied, and trying to come up with a plan to get out of here. And then he just, I don't know.
And you said Ilrin came here about 2 months ago?
No, I said Ilrin came here about a month ago.
No, everyone else said Ilrin came here 2 months ago, and that he went mad. The other one went mad a month ago. Right?
That's not what she told you. She told you that.
No, but the Giths told me.
No, Ilrin, I think, is the only one that said 2 months ago.
Yeah, he wasn't really sure. He said maybe it was like 2 months ago.
Yeah. But then the Gith and them say that he's been mad. He went mad about a month ago. The
Yeah,
Gith and the Ilrin.
Everyone has said that he went mad about a month ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So when did Ilrin get? Did Ilrin get here about 2 months ago?
She just said.
She just said 1 month ago. Okay.
Sorry, I'm getting confused with the names and the dates and everything.
I understand.
Perhaps
I
if you
can't
had
imagine
a
why
notebook
Gith
in
and
your
Gith.
hands. And yeah, no, I know. Just
Okay.
And I want to be
when she
clear,
says-
that was a joke about the swords. I'm not telling you to take notes, Lee. I don't mind repeating myself at all.
But different people
Alright,
say
so-
different things. I don't know.
So after she says 1 month, I think Milo just looks at both Aradel and Biggus and then just says, "It sure was nice of Ilrin to step up and take a leadership role, wasn't it?"
Sure was. In the mental state to you, cause trouble. Remember, don't want to cause trouble.
He just says, "I want to see what she says."
It was
Very
very
nice.
nice of him. Somebody had to do it.
If he
Especially
wasn't
him.
here, would it have been you? Or
Oh,
someone else?
I don't want that responsibility. If he wasn't here, then I guess I don't know who else would do it.
Okay.
Aradel is shutting up at this point because Aradel is going to say something sarcastic that might start something. So he's specifically keeping his mouth shut.
Okay. Milo just looks at. He can tell Aradel's keeping his mouth shut, but Milo just looks at Biggus like, "You got anything else?"
Biggest cuz shakes his head.
Yeah. All right. Kaisera, thank you very much for your time.
Of course. I wish you the best. Oh, hey. You're gonna go to the other parts of the ship. That's what you're trying to do, right?
Yes.
Well, I wouldn't advise it. It's not safe. But if you do go, do any of you like wine? I mean, trying to keep these fools healthy, like I said, and we have these casks of wine, and any chance they get, they're just trying to drink themselves silly.
I keep my mouth shut.
4 casks of aged wine. Will you take them?
Casks are pretty big, no?
Oh yeah.
I mean, we have a big hole.
Nope.
I'm not gonna lie, that's a bit of an unusual request. So it's dangerous to go to another ship, and you want us to bring 4 casks of wine with us.
Really, I just don't want them here.
Why don't you check them overboard?
They'll just. Huh? I don't know how far they'd go.
You won't know if you don't do it.
You got a good point. The rest of the crew might get pretty mad if they see me just throw it instead of someone else taking it. But accidents happen. Maybe I'll throw it overboard.
Mind meld. I'm not against taking it and putting it in the hole. Might be easier and less of a headache for her.
If you want, we can. If that's a mental back to Aradel.
Yeah.
Do we just a random game thing? Do we know if the portable hole will work properly here?
It should.
Because isn't this the realm where the portable hole is?
That's true.
And it doesn't mean it wouldn't.
We're gonna learn today.
Honestly, it just, I don't know, like,
Yeah.
for some reason it makes me feel like it might be a little wonky.
I think it's its own pocket dimension, isn't it? Or is it the astral, like a dimension in the astral sea?
It's a little spot here, I think, but
Yeah.
It would be funny as if, like, we just see it off in the distance. We see the gangs like on this little island.
Yeah.
Oh, look, there's our
That'd be
island.
I think Milo will reach for his pocket square and just look at the two of you. He's using his left hand. It's very awkward.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about the astral plane.
Explain how he unfolds the pocket square with one hand.
Well, he Yeah. Well, I'm just saying he just reached for it just to indicate like that he's gonna do this, but to give you guys a chance to nod or shake your head. Okay. All right. So he takes the pocket square out, puts it on the ground, takes out his wand, prestidigitates the flour and stickiness off of his hand, and then opens it up and says, "We can put them in here if you'd like."
Yeah. Oh, yes. You'd be doing me a huge favor.
Okay.
Sure.
I guess
That's the biggest thing. My hands are full.
Milo is gonna help Biggus. He's like, I don't think I can do this.
I'd love to help, guys, but I really
picks up 2 of them.
Yeah. Biggest can definitely do it. No problem.
Yeah. All right. And I guess mum's the word, huh? And he starts to fold the pocket square back up.
I don't know what you're
Put
talking
it back
about.
in his.
Well, I mean, they're not going to have much to say about it being taken or consumed, but if they saw me just destroy it, probably be kind of pissed.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay.
Now, last question I have
once
for
again-
you guys. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just saying, once again, thank you for your time. And then I just figured we could have a little privacy in this room,
Yeah.
maybe. Or, yeah, okay, so you want to do table talk out of character.
Yeah, out of character. Yeah, we got. Do we ask Figaro about Ilrin, or do we just go straight to Ilrin?
I don't think Figaro is going to give us anything else. I mean, we could try, but I don't think he's going to give us anything else.
Here's the thing: we're gonna
I mean,
have trouble
Ilrin's-
then. Right. This is quite literally going to cause a stir.
Definitely going to cause a stir.
Why are we
If
stirring?
I have any.
It's a big hole, just a big soup of wine.
but why?
But are we all thinking that like everything lines up with Ilren, right? That's just what we're thinking.
I could polymorph him into something very tiny and just put him in the hole. That
Oh
would
my
probably
god.
be the quietest method.
But we're also still assuming he's doing something, right? Like it's
We could confront him.
well that's
He did not
that's-
specifically. He did not specifically say. He's like, I don't know, maybe 2 months.
Yeah.
It's just the timeline is usually the most. It's either that or we head over to the other ships and come back to this.
The thing is, no one on this ship has put the 2 and 2 together.
He's
They
got some
think-
kind of charm effect or something.
They think
going on.
Ilren
Maybe
is
with the
helping
wine.
them. So, are we actually going to help them by killing them all? like,
Well, I would just hope. Well, okay, so I could cast Dispel Magic on one of them. See if that does something. Breaks an effect. I could.
He hasn't tried to do anything to us though, right?
No.
We're a
he
third
may
party.
be able to sense how strong we are, though, and that we might not be as easily charmed. I don't know. Or thinks
Well-
we're going to leave and there's no point in charming us.
While you guys are having this conversation, an elf comes out of the room above you, and they look a little surprised to see you. But no, forgive me. I don't mean to interrupt. Didn't realize we had more. Another unlucky group that crashed here, huh?
Yup. Sure are.
Me
Who
too.
are you?
I'm Tavares.
Milo Biggus Aradel.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, well, my lifeboat crashed here a month and a half ago, something like that.
Somebody
Maybe 2 months
crashed.
ago.
Let me ask you a question, please. Was Ilrin here when you got here?
I think he showed up like right after.
And that was around the time Figaro started having trouble.
Yeah, probably right around. You know, we met Ilrin. He was offered his assistance in any way that he could help, and then pretty soon after we needed him. So
Where did he
good
crash?
thing he showed up.
Where did you all crash? Where did you crash? Where did Ilrin crash?
Yeah, the remnants of my, excuse me, the remnants of my ship, my life raft, is in the. I was just reading it, and now it's gone. It's over in the starboard segment. You could see it a little bit. Just more pieces adding to the wreck. I don't know where Aaron crashed. I know his skiff was totally destroyed. It's lucky he made it here.
Are you the only one who survived your wreckage?
No. Sirit, well, they were here too. She's a halfling. You haven't seen a halfling around here, have you?
Nope.
We usually play cards together. I haven't seen her in a little bit. You don't think she tried to? You don't think she tried to go to the other parts of the ship, do you?
I've never met her before.
If I'd known her, I'd wager a yes, but I've never met her, or him, or her, whichever it was. I missed it.
I hope she didn't. I don't know. If you could keep an eye out for her. Her name's Sirit, and
Of course.
well, I'm worried about her. She just disappeared.
When did she disappear?
Hard to say. Time is so weird here. I haven't seen her in maybe a week, 2 weeks. What's the difference?
Yeah, I suppose. Oy. What was it, Sirit?
Yeah, Cirit.
All right.
C as in Sirit, I as in Irit, R as in Reet.
E as in eat.
And what was this person's name? I'm sorry, Josh.
Davaris. Daveras. Davares. Like John Tavares.
Hey, Pajama
Alright.
Boy for the win.
Well, we may be heading to the starboard segment pretty soon, so we'll keep an eye out.
Thank you.
All right,
Alright.
Tavares.
Oh, well, wait. If you're going to other parts of the ship, well, so, like I said, my lifeboat crashed, but my ship, it was the Verdant Branch. We were attacked by some pirates, but
Biggus' eyes go up at the name pirates.
he'll just say, well, there was the ship crashed into another segment over here. I don't think anyone survived, but if you see a blink dog and a tree ant, their names are Ikasa and Redbud. And
Ikasa and Redbud?
Redbud. Redbud. Like I'm your bud, but I'm the color of red.
Okay.
The math seems to check out.
You're not my bud, Chief.
Okay.
I'm not your chief pal.
I'm not your pal, guy.
But yeah.
Sure, we'll
Okay.
keep an eye out. Last
Yeah.
question before you head off to your duties. Were there any other crashed survivors on this segment of the ship, or was it just you and Ilrin so far? Or you, Sirit and Ilrin?
It was just the three of us.
Okay.
There's no way she would have the other side by herself.
I mean, you haven't seen her in a week. That's too convenient. All right, out of character, boys. What are we doing? Are we confronting? What are we doing? Quit laughing at duties.
Never.
For some reason, that just got me so good. He said duties. Unless we're gonna try and do stuff here, I feel like we should go. No,
Go where?
the starboard
Either-
segment.
Either we confront him or go.
Yeah, that's the question I'm asking. Are we confronting him, or are we saying no? Let's go.
If we do it in that door by close the door behind us.
All right, all right. Decision. Vote. Are we confronting him or moving on? Moving on. Raise hand. Say aye.
Aye. Moving on. If it's 2-1, it's 2-1, and I'm fine. I'm
team
down.
confront.
Let's confront.
The two people with the timelines really kind of has Biggus.
Now,
I mean, he wants to go find
Confront.
the pirates, but
come back. Biggus has like an eye patch and like a blow up. Like
no. Biggus doesn't like pirates.
Oh.
All right. So then, confronting
Duties.
means two different ways you could do this, right? I guess we can either confront Ilrin, ask him more pointed questions, potentially causing an issue, or we could go down to Figaro and ask him specifically about Ilrin or talk about that kind of stuff. Those are the two avenues we can do with the confronting, because I think that's which way do we want to go?
Biggus would want to talk to Ilren and confront.
I don't care either way. I'm fine.
Let's go Ilrin first. That's
Okay,
fine.
Ilrin.
Just do it directly, and you guys lead the Inquisition.
Sure. Biggus, I'll let you ask the questions. I have swords in my hands. Everyone's afraid of me.
Biggus kind of just like shuts this door and then walks in here. And Biggus casts Shatter. No, I'm just kidding.
Damn it, Biggus. Remember, no decisions without everyone.
Remember, no
We
decision
just made the
made.
decision to confront. Where did
We
you
just
think this is
did. We
taking
just
this?
did.
Yeah, no shattering individuals without confronting everyone or discussing with everyone. You know what I mean, Biggus. Jesus.
You know what? There is commune.
We could also do
It's
that.
fine.
No, that's also a very good idea, potentially. And also potentially a very bad idea. Who knows?
I say
It's
do
safe the
it.
first time.
Do it. Let's do it.
It's safe
Let's
the first
do
time.
it.
We can only cast it once a day.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So it's when we do it, it's fine.
All right,
What
you're
are our
communing.
three
Get
questions?
So-
communing.
Is Ilren evil?
Is
Ilren
he behind?
influencing?
Has he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Has he like seized control?
Is the piece we're looking for on one of the ship parts?
Why not just ask if it's on this ship part and then ask that?
Because we only get 3 questions.
Yeah, but we
Well,
can
hold
figure out
on.
which part it is.
No,
if we
but
ask it's
logically,
on
if
this
the
part or
answer is
next part.
yes, we get a free question.
What?
So you say if I ask the more specific one first and the answer is yes, I don't need to ask the more general one.
Well, that's what I mean. Is we can,
Yeah.
assuming it's
Is
on one of these
Ilrin-
ship pieces, it's guaranteed we figure out which piece it's on. Assuming it's on a ship piece at all.
Is Ilrin influencing the crew?
I don't like how you keep moving the Gith around. It gives me
They're
the
patrolling.
uncomfortable.
Piece
I know
of
they're
the-
patrolling, but he's doing it for a reason, and it makes me uncomfortable.
Is a piece of the rod
Gives them something to do while we're just
here on the
Chittering.
stern? Is
It also reminds you that you're in a hallway with people outside of.
no? I think we should
every
go to
door.
the basement again before to do this.
Alright.
Yeah, we're not just gonna commune like, Ilrin bad!
Yeah, no. Okay, so this is what I'm. Is there a fourth question? A fourth question that's going to be asked if the second question answer is yes.
Is Ilrin influencing the crew?
Maybe be more
I'm not saying
specific
that's
with
what
that
I'm doing.
question.
I'm just checking.
Yeah.
I'm trying to specifically word it before I do it.
Okay.
or
So question.
so why not ask if the second piece is on the starboard segment?
That's
Because
what I
if
was
the
saying.
answer is no to both of those, we could skip over the starboard segment and go straight to the prow.
But again, that's assuming it's on a ship piece at all.
But realistically, I would think that it
Why?
Sure.
We get video game, Mr. Mike?
no, because the
He
rod
said with
took
his
us
swords
here.
outstretched.
Yeah, no, because the rod piece took us here, so it's got to be here somewhere, unless it's on the actual dying god.
Yeah. When we found the last piece, did we just happen upon it? We just literally waltzed and oh, there it is.
It was in the stuff of.
Yeah, but it wasn't like we literally just stumbled upon it, right?
Actually, hold on.
Like we had no way of knowing where it was, and we just kind of walked into the room and there it was.
Well, we knew it was in this area because that's where the portal had taken us.
That's what I'm asking. Is we don't have a way of finding its specific location. It's just searching of.
I updated the questions. What do you guys think about?
I'm good with that.
That sure seems fine.
Granted, there's no. The deity may not know the answers to any of them.
You could ask more about. I'm more worried about how you're verbing it with Ilrin. More about like, is he?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get the wording right from you guys.
or
I feel like actively sees control. Like
it doesn't seem. Yeah, I don't know.
No, he passively seized control. Ha.
Exactly right.
No,
like,
but that's the
know.
thing. Passively seizing control doesn't mean he's bad. Passively seizing control could just be the fact that. He said, "Yeah, I'll lead you guys," and now he's leading them.
Why don't you ask? Does Ilrin have other motives than just assisting the crew?
Don't we all?
Oh yeah, but like
I'm just trying to be a dick.
Or how about this? How about this question? How about this question? Would killing Ilrin break the control on the crew?
That's assuming there is control on the crew.
Well, but if the answer's no, then there's no control over the crew.
Perhaps he's not even doing it.
Or he's not doing it.
But is Figaro being controlled, or is he being like?
Do we want to ask a question about Figaro? That's another thing to ask.
How about just say, does Ilrin have a hand in Figaro's condition?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Does Ilrin have a hand in Figaro's condition?
That's a good one.
That way we know directly if he is influencing whatever's going on with Figaro, or if he's just whatever.
Or if he's just taking advantage of it.
Exactly.
I like that
which
better.
Is fine. Perfect. I like that.
I like these 3 questions.
And I do think we should change the last question to, is it on the starboard section? Because
I think I did change it.
Oh, you did change it. Okay, I didn't notice. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Perfect. In a small corner of the ship with no one there.
I could do it in the portable hole.
Now, can only you ask questions, or can all of us ask questions?
No, it's a him thing, I think.
I have to do it, or whoever has the rod.
If we get a 4th question, I want to know if Tasha likes Biggus. If we get a 4th question.
Okay, keep that in mind.
Keep that in mind.
Keep that in mind. Yeah.
We don't, but if I'll keep it in mind. Like
That's incredible.
I like that even better. All right.
We don't need the other piece of the rod. Just the last question could be that.
Yeah. So it takes a minute to cast.
Get in the hole.
Yeah, where are you doing this?
Should we go over here? Put the hole down, and he'll go into the hole, but you guys can kind of just be sitting outside of it.
Yeah,
and just to make sure that you all understand. Where's my point and ping? There it is. Woohoo! All right. This is all open. So this is just.
Oh, I assumed that was. I thought that was the creature. Okay.
It's broken. Yeah. You know what? Actually, Jake, you're right.
Based on the image to the right, right?
Yeah, you are 100% correct. Yeah. So disregard.
Okay. Yeah, I think.
Get in the hole.
Let's do this. Okay.
All right. Yeah. So you cast it, and see. I kind of imagine, what's the dragon's name in Dragon Ball? Is it Shenron?
Shenron, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like there's a thunder and lightning storm in this tiny part of the ship, Ooh, awoken me from my slumber. What does Milo see when he's contacting his deity?
It's a good question. I don't really know. I know I have in my description. I remember looking this up months ago when we were planning the campaign, and I remember thinking those deities would be more something he would. You know what? I think Josh, did you look up those three?
No.
No.
Who?
You said them quickly, and I didn't. Yeah, I don't.
Eldath, Agma, or Azuth. I think one of them is more like a halfling deity, and two of them are more like knowledge. I think he would be thinking about home and that the knowledge, like the halfling one, because he feels like it would be a very pointed and honest, good, pure.
Was it Ogma?
Okay.
Ogma balls?
Yeah. So you do that, and
So I think he just takes out the tip while he's sitting in his portable hole. He's just meditating on the tip.
you think of you think of home, you think of a shire,
Yeah.
and all the nice halfling things, 11 C's, and
Afternoon tea, luncheon,
afternoon
supper.
tea. Yep. Yeah. And then you get hello.
Oh, this is the greatest moment in all of D&D.
Please ask your questions. Three questions, yes or no. Milo.
Hi. Sorry. Does Ilrin have a hand in Figaro's condition?
Yes.
Is the piece of the rod we're looking for here on the stern?
No.
I'm really considering the Tasha question, but I'm gonna do the right thing.
No one would know because you're in the hole. We can't hear you.
I know. Is the piece of the rod we're looking for on the starboard segment?
See, the funny thing about that is Josh needs to double check. What was it again? Which section is which?
The middle one.
Starboard section. The one in the middle.
The one in the middle?
That's
Okay,
the middle
thank you.
one.
No.
It was magnificent.
Okay, bye.
That's probably the best commune ever. Milo hops up out of the portable hole, holds up the portable hole. He just looks at Biggus and Aradel and says, Ilrin does have a hand in Figaro's condition. The piece we're looking for is not here on the stern, nor is it on the starboard section.
And Tasha?
I only had 3, my friend. I'm sorry. I almost didn't ask about the starboard section because I figured we'd check it out anyways, but I thought the fate of the multiverse might be a little more important.
Maybe.
I think we both know she's into you, though.
Who
We
wouldn't?
don't know that. We don't know that.
All right. Let's do this.
What are we doing?
Are we going in hard? Or are we having questions?
I think we offer him a way out, but
Offer. Gilroy?
ask questions first. I think, yes.
Okay.
I mean,
Unless you have something to say, say it.
no, I got nothing. I don't know how you're going to approach this. I don't know what questions to ask in a way that's not going to just immediately start a throwdown. Hello. It's us again.
Hello.
You have walked back into the room.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, hello there, my friends. What can I do for you this time? Or have you decided to indulge in a fine glass of aged wine with a new friend?
So my question for you is, what's your end game here?
Well, for now, I think we survive as long as we can.
Oh, cut the
As much as we talk about not traveling to the other sides, I think it's only a matter of time until we have to.
So when are you gonna release Figaro?
I'm not sure I know what you're talking about, young man.
Well, I may not know what kind of spell you put him under, but I do know you're the cause.
That's a bold accusation.
It is.
All I've done since I came here is keep things running smooth and keep everyone safe from these aberrations that abound.
My first name starts with a B. My last name starts with a B. My hammer starts with a B. And it is because I am a bold man. Now, you can cut the charade, or we can cut you. Your choice.
Or you could take a fourth B and butt out. As I told you already.
Before you say, I'm inciting the shit out of whatever the hell this guy is saying. Like, is he completely caught off guard? Does he, like, know? Is he worried? Is he really good at holding his...
Roll insight.
That's a natural 20.
What's your modifier?
Probably not great. 25 total. Natural 20.
He is not being truthful. You don't feel like he is anyway. I mean, he's defensive. He's just kind of throwing things back to you and just relying on his, like, I came here and offered my assistance, you know. It was a natural 20 versus a natural 20.
Oh, damn.
That was, yeah, when the DM asks that on a natural 20.
Yeah.
So, Biggus glances at Aradel and, like, kind of, like, nods just a little bit.
Yeah.
What does Aradel do?
I'll step into the room, but I'm not ready to jump on it yet.
Now, I will not stand here and face accusations from 3 assailants. One who doesn't even have the decency to hide his cruel intentions by sheathing his swords.
Listen, I'm not gonna do anything. Just tell us what you're doing, man. That's I don't want to fight.
We could
I just
become
wanna...
assailants if you wish.
We could also
But we
become
are
friends.
not such yet.
Is that a threat?
That's a promise.
Now, you 3 have outstayed your welcome. And I would appreciate it if you left and tried your luck moving to the other side of this ship.
I don't understand the game he's going at.
Before I call the guards, my southern pride demands that you leave at this instant.
Biggus is gonna hit him.
Sure.
I'm gonna punch him with my Thunder Gauntlet with Great Weapon Master on.
It's one or the other. It's a simple.
Yeah.
It's not a heavy.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's fine then. I'm just gonna punch him with my Thunder Gauntlet.
Okay.
Punch.
Yeah, roll to attack.
That is a 17.
With a 17, he swiftly moves out of the way and kind of like pushes your fist to the side. Just says, "Who do you think you are, son?
I told you I am.
Come here, I respectfully tell you that you may leave without violence, and you try to strike me down."
Now I take a swing with Bonkus. With Great Weapon Master on.
Let's have everybody roll initiative.
I was gonna say combat time.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, a nat 1. That's. Oh no, wait. I forgot. I roll with advantage. Okay, not so bad. That's a 12.
I got a 25.
Oh my
Got an 8.
Okay. All right, and yeah, Biggus, roll your attack if you didn't already. And this is essentially just for full clarification. We'll go into initiative after this, but since you're the one who started this off, this is the rest of your action for your turn in initiative.
100%. 19.
19 hits.
I'll say if that doesn't hit, we might be in trouble. Oh, that is max damage. So that is
Jeez.
28 bludgeoning damage.
Michael, as Biggus hits him with Bonkus, he looks at you with evil in his eyes and says, "Boy, you should have walked away when I gave you the chance." And you see him morph from his jolly hippopotamus looking self into this evil looking dark creature that's hunched over with long arms that go to the ground, some spikes coming out, and his mouth just, he gets this big smile with these sharp teeth, some spikes on his head, and as he transforms into his true form, which I just sent you a photo of, I think we'll pick up from there next week.
It's what needed to happen, but no.
That is an appropriate spot. But wow, okay.
I do declare it is an appropriate spot.
You do declare indeed.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go watch the classic North and South, starring the great Patrick Swayze. Everybody else, you should watch a video from jnjtabletop. You should also watch a video from youtube.com/@thiscrits. Yeah, we'll see you all in the next one. Thank you so much for joining us for episode 11 of our playthrough of Vecna, Eve of Ruin.
And also remember, if you are caught up on this one, you could always watch one of our other games.
Yeah. And I don't usually ask, but if you've made it 11 episodes in, subscribe. Maybe like it.
And let us know.
Yeah, that helps too.
I've seen the whole thing. Let us know. We'd like to engage with our people.
They always say just ask people to do one thing, give one action item, but like let's be real. If you watched 11 episodes of this, it's not YouTuber cliche for me to say like, comment, and subscribe. Like the video because you enjoyed it, subscribe so the new ones will show up, and comment on it so we can get to know you. All right, we'll see you on the next one.
That is YouTube taboo.
Thanks for hanging out, everybody.